Before Christopher Columbus, who lived on this island in
Que,
Spanish?
que antes de Cristóbal Colón, ¿quién vivió en Isla Hispaniola?
Tainos. But Tainos name is from Spain, no here.
Okay.
It's indigenous.
Indigenous.
Yes, but different hair. Yes, because this hair is for African people.
So they look.
Curly hair is for African people.
Okay. So the people before, they look just like you and me and my daughter.
And black skin.
They have black skin.
The native here is from other islands.
Oh, they're from other islands.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think some of them came from Africa? Some people?
For sure.
For sure.
But then Spain.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Africa and then Spain.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, welcome back to the Dominican Route, y'all. I got a special guest with me, my brother Carl, man. Thank you so much, man, for coming by always. I've been knowing this brother for what, about 2 years now?
Yep, about 2 years.
About
exactly,
2 years.
Yeah.
When was the first time that you came to the Dominican Republic? And what made you come to the DR?
Well, my first visit to the Dominican Republic was back in March of 2021. First time I ever left outside the country. So I was doing this all on my own. First time taking that leap. So I wonder how it's going to be like me going out here.
Right.
But it was in March of 2021 in Punta Cana.
So that was
my
during
first
COVID.
visit. Yes.
That was during COVID. And you didn't get COVID or anything like that?
I never had COVID. I never took the shots. Of course, before all that, I met my wife. We were connected as friends on Facebook.
Okay.
And we got introduced through her, through family, through her
Okay.
friend, and through a friend of mine.
Cool.
And that's how we connected. And so I said, it'd be good for me to come down there and see and check my my new. At the same time, of course, me and my wife, we was talking on Facebook and on video from September of 2019.
Well, how long have y'all been married now?
We've been married since July the 12th of 2024 of last year.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Her and Domingo get along real well.
Yes, they do.
So,
Yes, they do.
They in there cooking some sancocho right now.
Smells good too.
It does. And man, it's just a beautiful, peaceful day. Nice little breeze. It's not too hot.
Yeah.
January, February, man, it's just a perfect time. We're gonna come back to your wife and everything, and because I want to talk about the indigenous part and how she looks and how my mother-in-law looks and everything. But have you ever had any problems in the Dominican Republic, like any major problem, especially with you being dark-skinned?
I must say, no, I never encountered any issues with anyone. Of course, did get stopped by police a couple times just for like regular routine check. But for the most part, no, never any type of prejudice I've seen against me or anything of that nature.
So I know you guys went to Barahona, and I know you had to go through those checkpoints.
Yes.
Did you have any problem when you pulled out your passport?
Not at all. In some cases, they didn't even want to see the passport.
They just said, go
They
ahead.
say, keep going.
Yeah,
I guess they can just tell I was
they
American,
can
so.
Right. And then you was with your Dominican wife, so they
Exactly.
probably was like, hey, just go, whatever. So that's good. But you hear horror stories, and we know it's colorism and racism
Yes.
everywhere across the world. But
Yes.
for the most part, I really don't see any major things going on, but it does happen in the DR. So y'all, it does happen. I'm not saying it don't happen, but it does happen. Carl's never seen it. I've never seen it, but it does happen. You saw the same thing that I saw, but I really don't talk about it too much. These women, some of these women in the Dominican Republic, they look like they are Indian. They look indigenous.
Exactly.
If you put the Indian garments on and what's that? The feather in there,
feather
and all
yep.
that stuff, man. They could be in these Indian movies. They could be
Easily.
Yeah. Cowboys and Indians and all that stuff. And your wife, she looks like she's Indian, like 100% Indian. My mother-in-law, she looks the same. It's almost like if they were in the United States, you could take them and get the application for. Because I hear like indigenous people get certain kind of money, like Cherokee and Choctaw. I guarantee you they'll they'll get that just from the looks.
Yeah, classified as a Native American.
You need to take your wife over there and y'all fill out an application so y'all can get like $10,000 a month or
Give me
something
some
like
money.
that.
Give me some money. Be nice.
Cause man, she could say, "Hey, I'm full-blooded Choctaw," and she could pass for it.
Exactly.
We know they had indigenous people here before Christopher Columbus. Before,
Correct.
And they had black people here and they had indigenous people here.
Exactly.
But talk about that a little bit. How do you feel about that? And you know, like it really shows in a lot of these women. When you walking down the street, you look at these women and they look like they are Indian.
Yeah, I think that needs to come out more. That it needs to be talked about more because people truly do need to understand their
Roots.
background, their
Right.
roots, like where they really come from, who they really are, and not by what the colonizers, label us as.
Right.
It's when I was talking to my wife earlier, she was shocked by a lot of things I was telling her. And she believes a lot of it too because she knows that a lot of the secrets have been hidden. And I even asked her, I said, of course, Spanish is not your original language.
Right.
And, of course, and she and acknowledges that. And she says, I said, can you imagine if you spoke the original Taino language? And, I wonder what that language was,
Right.
And she was like, I kind of wanted that too. She said, all I can do is just name myself as Dominican. And I said, yeah,
That's good.
exactly. But the fact is that people need to come to understand and know the truth of who they really are because, it's we're in the age of understanding, in the age of enlightenment. Many things that were covered up
Right.
is now being exposed and
Right.
is now being revealed. And we're definitely in that time period, and we're definitely seeing a lot of things being exposed. So I think that in my observation of watching Dominicans, what I've seen again, like I said with my wife, again she has a totally different structure,
Yeah, she
feature. Her
does.
feature
She
is
does. Yeah,
different
right.
from most Dominicans that I see. Again, I've noticed that most Dominicans have more of a like a round shape in the face. My wife don't have that.
Right.
She looks pure. She looks like an original native individual from a Tiano tribe.
From the nose,
from everything.
Yeah, I noticed
the
that. I noticed
whole body. And she acknowledges that. She recognizes that too. She says, "Wow, it's amazing that you see that."
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons why she's never had any type of prejudice against any
Right.
persons of dark skin in my complexion. Matter of fact, she loves a dark skin.
That's awesome.
She loves it.
That's awesome,
She
man.
loves a dark skin.
And they don't teach that in schools over here in the DR.
Exactly.
They don't teach their African history. They don't teach their Taino history. Now, you do have statues of Taino people.
Yes.
All around the island, and that's an amazing thing. I love to see that. Been to San Juan or passed through San Juan?
San Juan.
That's going like toward Barahona.
I don't. We might have went past through it, but we never stopped.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They got a lot of indigenous statues there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any when you were headed toward Barahona, but
And that's another thing I noticed when we did go out to Barahona. We saw a lot of more darker skinned Dominicans out there,
Really?
more so than over here.
Really? Really?
Very nice people, very easy to get along with. And they look at me funny, I look at them funny. it was like really. I mean, I really told my wife I enjoy living. I said, babe, we might have to get some land over here and buy a piece of land over here.
That's
and
right.
get
It's just amazing. We're on the same page because these people look like they could be like they are real indigenous people, and you can see it come out in a lot of these different people, and even in the males
Yes.
also, male and female.
Absolutely, both, for sure.
Congratulations to you and your wife and your beautiful family, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate you, everything you've done for the channel.
Please subscribe and like this channel, Dominican Route,
Peace.
for sure. Peace.
Good job, bro.